Today we have in the studio a member of the PDP, a former coordinator of PDP Youth Family, Mr. Tunde Oke. You're welcome to Puff Television.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Tunde Oke, you've been with the People's Democratic Party in Ekiti State for a while. How would you state the situation and the fortune of the party after the governorship period of Ayo Fayose in Ekiti State?
Well, thank you again once again. I think it's been a roller coaster since the time of former Governor Fayose. You know, we've been in the news, not all for positive reasons. You know, we've had up and down. You understand? So, there are issues, so many issues since that time. The issue of leadership, the issue of who leads the state, who is the rallying point, and then we've had to move from that time to another struggle. Since Fayose has left the party, we've moved from that side to another problem, which is the issue of the Congress, the issue of the next Congress. Who will lead the party at the state level and the local government and world levels. So it's not been a rosy one, if I may say, since the time former Governor Fayose left the party. It's been up and down. The party has not gotten its foot right, but our members are resolute. We have our team members; they are still open. They are looking forward to us finding lasting solutions to our brouhaha, to our in-house fighting and all that.
What would you say about the role of Ayo Fayose, the former governor of Ekiti State, after his own tenure in the situation of the party today?
Well, I don't really want to be joining issue with the former governor, because we had an episode, in the leading up to the 2022 governorship election. We were with Governor Shegoni prior to the primaries. So after the primaries, the former Governor Shegoni left the party. Then we stood by our candidate, Bisi Kolawole, who won the primaries of the party, and then we went to the election. Since after the election, there were issues, so many issues, and then former Governor Fayose has taken those stance, like, okay, he's not going to support anything PDP again, though he has not officially left the party, but he has taken a stance that, oh, I am not with PDP anymore, and then I don't want to be joining issue with him being the former governor of the state. We've had our past altercations there and there during the struggles, during the struggle we were fighting for the soul of the party. So I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to join issues with him. I don't really want to talk about it. I'm here to talk about the PDP and what we have to do.
There is no way you talk about the PDP without talking about those who held positions within the party and how they manage the era. You see, if former Governor Shegoni was very popular, was assumed to be very popular, the questions are, why did he lose the primary election? What happened?
There are a lot of series of happenings, during that time. We campaigned. I was with Shegoni, fine. We campaigned for our aspirant that time. Before Governor Shegoni came back to the party, our Congress were already done, and the ESCOs are ready to be sworn in. So Shegoni coming to the party came again. He came from APC. He's just like a new member again. So maybe he didn't get his footings well with the ESCOs during that time, but he did really well in the primaries. Going by the result, I think Governor Shegoni had about 300 plus, and the winner had about 600 plus that time. So for someone that is not in the party when the Congress was conducted, and him having that kind of number, he did really well, but it wasn't sufficient to get a ticket. So, and subsequently he left the party, and he went to test his popularity in SDP. The result, it's obvious for everybody to see. We saw everything. He came second in the election. So, but him not getting the party ticket at that time, I think it has something to do with him and the former Governor Fayose, and I think their relationship is in the open. So people know, people know what really in the political arena, we know what really transpired between them. Maybe the public didn't know, but they are not each other's fan. So if I may put that word, so maybe that is why the Governor Fayose was the one holding the PDP gauntlet at that time. So Governor Shegun didn't have enough footing to win the ticket, so to speak. So that happened, and the rest is they say.
Now, looking back now, would you say it was the right decision for Governor Shegun Oni, the former governor, to have left the party, or he should have remained the party?
Well, it's his party. He was governor under PDP. I didn't think he should have left, because during that time, when they were having that discussion of him leaving, I was open to my voice that no, he shouldn't leave. This is your party. Going is like you have two people standing like this. One is now standing like this, and you want to face this person. You are divided already. You cannot win that person. So that is the issue that time. And we in the PDP that time, we said, sir, you don't have to leave the party. But he wanted to test his own strength. That okay, if he's not on the ballot, he wouldn't know how popular he was at that time. So, and it's another statement. He's a man of himself. He made his own decision to leave, and he left. So, and the rest they say is history. So we saw the results, and he proved his point at that time because he came second in that election. But we are proud of our candidate, Shibisi Kolawole. He did his best. We fought to the last game. So, and then whatever happened that time is now history.
Now, after that election, the first person to congratulate the sitting governor who won the governorship election was the PDP candidate. It was within 24 hours. Well,
he used his own, he's his own man. He saw how the whole thing played out, and he didn't go to court. You are talking about PDP candidate, right?
Yes, that's so
yes, and I think he saw that he lost, fairly. So, and he did what he was supposed to do that time. So he didn't go to court. So, and he congratulated the winner, and that was it. So
a lot of people believe that the whole election was the PDP setup was the ruse, that there was a deliberate arrangement between the PDP under the Bisi Kolawole time and the APC government to ensure that PDP the 2022 governorship election.
No, that was not the case, because I was part and parcel of the campaign committee of Bisi Kolawole. We worked, I don't want to use some words, we worked our butts off during that campaign. So there were no indications that anything happened, or there was shortage, or there were arrangements. No. We went to the election. Even on the day of the election, the election logistics were released. So if the election logistics were released, there's no, if there is arrangement, the logistics will not be released. So in this case, the election logistics were released, and it's got to every ward. Some people even took the logistics and didn't use it for what they were supposed to use it for. I will not mention him now, but so on our part, on the Bisi Kolawole campaign part, we went to the election. We wanted to win, but we didn't win. So there were no arrangement, at least that I'm not private to.
After that election, we haven't seen much of Bisi Kolawole's appearance within the PDP. Rather, there are report that he's very much with the sitting APC government.
And
the beneficiary of the government.
I don't know about that one, but it's another statement. So, the man is almost 70. He has accomplished, in his own way. So maybe he just want to rest, because the election period, it was rigorous campaign season. We were up and going everywhere. So maybe after that election, he just felt, he could first slighted, because some people left the party. Some people that were supposed to stay and work for him in that election, they left the party. So maybe he felt some betrayal. I don't know his mind. I'm not his spokesperson, but I'm close to him. So maybe he felt like, oh, what was it even worth it? And he wanted to take the back seat, and he just observe and become the elder statesman that he is. So talking about him closing to APC, I don't know about that one. I've not seen him in APC meetings or APC campaign or any other thing like that. So
it is understood that the situation, the comatose situation of the PDP in Ekiti State today is as a result of a number of PDP leaders working with the sitting APC government.
Well, that is another assertion. Everybody with their own opinion, and then people will talk. But I think problem of PDP is inbuilt. is the internal randomness. I don't think it has to do with what you say, the APC. What do you say again?
Collaboration with the APC government.
No, I don't think so. But you know, in politics, politics is like a black market. You don't know who is who. You don't know your mind. So there might be people that are working with the APC, which we've seen in the national level too. They are openly saying they are PDP members, but they are already on appointment in APC. I think there are cases in Ekiti as well like that. But that is not really the case. The case is the problem is inbuilt. The party, the people, the members of the party, the leaders of the party, I don't think they are finding it easy to arrange themselves, you know, to unite, so to speak. So I think that is the most potent problem we have.
But do you agree that as of today, according to reports, that a lot of PDP members are being paid monthly by the APC government in Ekiti State?
I'm not aware of that. I don't have any records. I cannot come on national television and be saying what I don't know. But it's politics, you know. These people, they know themselves. They, you know, one may be getting favors, you know, in the political class. One of our leaders, former Governor Fahimi, came out the other day and said, politicians don't fight. That is you people that have problems. It's just like a theater. I can't remember his exact words now, but he said something like they don't have issues. So if they say some people are collecting money from ABC, I don't have any record, but there are speculations like that going around in the political arena. But you know, what do you expect when your house is shaking? You know, like your house is shaking, you wanted to fall. And then you see, okay, that person have a big house. Maybe let me just go and manage there till the rain. You know, maybe the rain is falling now, and the house is want to fall down. So let me go and manage in that side till maybe the rain comes down and I come my hand. So maybe that's what is happening. But I don't have records of any members collecting money from BBC. But there are speculations. People talks, and then we hear.
Would you say the leaders of the PDP in Ekiti State have come out enough in terms of speaking for this party?
Of course, they've not. And in the political media arena, where I'm very much active, we've always complained about this thing, that our leaders are not doing enough. That it's we, the younger ones, that do go to the radio stations, television stations to speak, or using our platform in the social media space to speak against the party. Yes, we've not heard enough of them. We've not seen them enough speak against the party. But you know, these are the issues. They have their own, you know, reasons of not doing that. We cannot compare them or force them to do that. But it's expected of them that the party that nurtures them, the party that gives them platform to serve the people or to amaze whatever they, you know. So it's expected of them to speak in defense of the party and to play the opposition like they were supposed to do. But it's unfortunate that we haven't seen much of that. But we cannot force them. The honor is on them to do what is right. If they are not doing it, then we can only complain and call their attention to it that we are not doing enough. And we've been doing that in our social media space. That no, look, leaders, you have the reach, you have the resources to do this. The younger ones in the party, they are barely finding their foot. They cannot really do much. So you that have this thing, you should do. But you know, when the head is rotting, they see.
Doesn't their silence speak of motive, of the possibility that they are not totally with the party?
Well, you can't quote silence. So if it implies that, who will now say, okay, this is it? But you know, as an observer, like you're asking me, as people that are not people that are not partisans, they will say, why are these people not speaking? Yes, they are right, but you can't quote silence. They might say their silence is maybe they are battling some personal something, or maybe they are, you know, the excuses. So
the Ekiti PDP was actually very silent for a long time. At what point would you say there was a kind of revival within the PDP in Ekiti State?
When we were fighting for the soul of the party from the former governor of Ashi, because you know it's in the public that we fought for the soul of the party from the former governor who wanted to still impose his people, who wanted to pose his people in our World Congress. So, but during that time, there were hope. You know, some people came aboard. People, some leaders, they stood up. They wanted to, people like Fushayeni, people like Dr. Motoshaw, people like Olujimi, Senator Olujimi, leaders like that, they came around that time. They tried to, give us new hope.
It's not about me, it's about our party, it's about our future.
People of the Fountain.